Sports pregame show.
And on one of the epic nights in the NBA, welcome one and all to the All-Star Game on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside former All-Star Shaquille O'Neal and a guy who has watched the All-Star Game a lot, Kenny the Jet Smith.
Oh, I thought you were going to say your name. You've watched it a lot as well.
And I'm fixing to watch another one. Tonight, it'll be the East All-Stars going up against the West All-Stars. And even though today won't count in the standings, still such an exciting day in the NBA, and both teams are up for this one. And how much fun is this? The All-Star Game officially upon us, typically a high-scoring, fast-breaking affair. Shaq, any reason to think it's going to be anything different this time around?
Well, there are no more Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, that was very impressive.
Thank you, Ernie. Not as many shot-blocking centers in the league now. That might have slowed things down a little. Offense rules the game. I wish Dikembe was still here so he can go, no, Ernie.
How about if I play you and you play Dikembe?
Yeah.
Mr. Mutombo, I really like the way you played the game. I like it when you used to wave your finger.
Well, thank you, Ernie. Everything good. Shaq threw 2 elbows in my face. I think he called it elbow sandwich.
Well, I'll be you, Ernie. Hey, so Kevin Harlan, we're going to go courtside with you, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm really confused now.
I'm not.
Sports bringing you all of the NBA's top flight talent. That's right, this year's All-Star Game. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And so here are the West All-Stars. I'll look at the West All-Stars starting group. Curry is out there with Harden. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Durant. And it's Anthony in at the center position.
And if you remember last year, no star shined brighter in this game than Russell Westbrook. How about 41 points, just one off Wilt Chamberlain's all-time record. And I'd say Russell was a very deserving MVP.
Curry gets the bucket. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play in.
And guys, just thinking back to last year's All-Star game, something that was really special. How about the sight of Kyle and Marcus saw two brothers facing each other on the opening jump ball.
The West All-Stars on D. Stolen by Harden. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And here's Lowry. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Shoots the three, and he gets it to go. That moment when the Gasol brothers competed for the opening tip really was unique. It was the first time two siblings have ever started an NBA All-Star game.
And you can sense, Kevin, that the significance was not lost on them. They both talked about how much it meant to them. It was just a really cool moment to be a part of.
Here is Lowry following the basket by Anthony Davis. They set the pick. Pick by Horford. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got him with the pump fake. Savvy move right there. The Insanity's got his second bucket tonight.
And guys, we've had some All-Star Game shootouts over the years, but really nothing compares to what we saw last year. The teams combined for 321 points. That's just mind-boggling.
Now here's Wade following the shot by Kevin Durant. Here's Insanity. Back to Horford. Pass to Lowry. Looking for Wade. He gets it there. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Greg, you brought up last year's game, that unbelievable 163-158 win for the West, and it was indeed the highest-scoring All-Star game of all time.
Yeah, and I mean, defense has never been what the All-Star game's about, but that was out of control and made for one heck of a show.
Now here is Horford. Back to Lowry. The putback slams it home for the putback.
Well, you can't expect lockdown D in the All-Star game, especially in the first half.
Harden, no good.
And, you know, this game, in a lot of ways, guys, has belonged to the Western Conference the entire decade. I mean, and last year they got the job done again. So although it did come down to the wire, the end result still was Western Conference dominance.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. James Harden missing on the three. Wade. And Davis pulls it down.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
Harden with it. Wade picks him up. Here's Anthony. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Anthony's got his first basket of the night. And although victory for the Western Conference has been a theme in the All-Star game recently, another trend, Greg, that was repeated last year was the East digging a big hole for itself. And you and I were talking about this, digging that hole for themselves early in the game and then mounting a huge comeback.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, the East came back from 20 points down in the first half to tie it up in the fourth quarter. But once again, the comeback bid failed to come to fruition.
And so here are the West All-Stars. It's a three-point game. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Woo-hoo! That's exactly why you watch the All-Star game, to see plays just like that.
Durant's gone 2 of 3 from the field. Outside Lowry. Pass to Horford. Got a piece of it. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Now here's Horford. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
And there were a couple of records that fell at last year's All-Star game, but to me the most shocking one of all, the number of three-pointers made. 48. I mean, the teams, they combined for 48 threes.
Here's Horford. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Kicks to Wade. A fadeaway. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And as far as jump shots go, that's what you have to continue to try and get.
I don't know how that one stayed out.
Durant. Rebound by the East All-Stars. And those 48 three-pointers you talked about, Greg, the previous high for threes in an All-Star game was 30. So that's what I call shattering a record. Oh, man, oh, man.
It was insane. And really, that speaks to the evolution of the game as well. The game has become far more perimeter-oriented in terms of the skill set. And there's such a sense of history that surrounds the All-Star game. I mean, this is the 65th time this event has been held. And you think back on all the legends of the NBA. They've all made their mark in some way on this contest.
And you talked about NBA legends, Greg, putting their stamp on this game. How about, for instance, Wilt Chamberlain's 42 points and 24 rebounds in that 1962 All-Star game?
Well, I mean, that was amazing. What about Michael Jordan following up his epic win in the 88 Slam Dunk Contest with 50 points and the MVP award as well the next night? So just so many great memories from this event.
Skinny the pass to Lowry. He kicks it to Wade. Here is Skinny. He's guarded by Davis. And that's off the glass and in.
And fans. celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And, Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd. It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, this offense is going to be there for them.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchup.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
So the West ends up going with the new group. Here's Horford. Shot no good. Now the West All-Stars the other way. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
And what a show Russell Westbrook put on a year ago at the All-Star game. I mean, you could tell early on that he was looking to take over and leave his mark.
There's the dish to Wade. Pick by Horford. Shot on the wing, and it's good off the glass. Wade's got his second bucket of the night.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
And he gets it to go.
And as usual, neither team really grinding too hard at the defensive end.
And I think that's okay in this event. I mean, I say the more highlights, the better.
Now, here's Lowry. There's a screen. Picked by Horford. Lowry dishes to Horford. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Horford's got his first points of the game. Here's the monster. Lowry covering. The monster passes to Randall. That's good. Guys, been a wild first half this has been.
I'd say, 8 lead changes. That speaks for itself.
Wow, back and forth start. That's for sure.
Lowry, he trains the quick shot. Lowry's got 5 now.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Connects from three-point range. And that's now 7 points for the Monster. The Monster's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land. Outside Lowry. He feeds it to Wade. Fades and shoots. And it's Gay with the rebound.
Right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Now Lowry, he has 5. There's a good screen. Wade kicks to Lowry. Drains the three-pointer. Lowry's got a couple of threes now in the post for the East All-Stars.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
A big group substitution here for the East. Pau Gasol's checked in for Horford. James comes in for Skinny. George is checked in for Insanity. And Speedy subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Here's the Monster. He's got 7. Gay kicks to Cousins. Randolph a screen. Good D by Gasol.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good by LeBron.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Now here's Westbrook. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that's going to be out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Coach and I talked, and he definitely wasn't concerned with the game's outcome. He said the only things I'm worried about in this game are making sure everyone gets enough time on the floor and nobody gets hurt. We'll keep our fingers crossed, guys.
And thanks for that story, Doris. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the East All-Stars.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
He's perfect from the line this time. On offense, here are the West All-Stars, trailing by 5, and stolen by LeBron. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. Pull up Jay. Can't get it to go. Now the West All-Stars the other way. And stolen by James. Here's the break. Shoots from 8. Playing soft on the front of the rim and drops.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
And the pass goes out of bounds, and they'll turn it over. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover so valuable. Especially for a guard, as we see two tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
You know, and John Stockton, the only player to have cracked the 3,000 barrier in terms of career steals. You ask the fans about Stockton, and it's his passing. Well, remember, but if you ask the players he's played up against it, they'll tell you it's his defense that was just as sharp. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Chris Paul's checked in for the West.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Randolph. And stolen by James. Here's Clement. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball, following the three from Rudy Gay.
Really good awareness right there on the assist.
Down low, it's tipped. Paul George with the steal. And here we go. Finish off the break. And it's a 10-point East All-Star lead.
They've worked hard and created great chances for themselves in this opening quarter.
And if they match that effort at the defensive end, watch out.
Cousins kicks to West. To the paint. Here's Randolph. James with some nice D.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And Lowry has it in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Randolph. A shot no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. East All-Stars ahead. They're up by 10. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And you can see these players now starting to get into a rhythm. Should see a lot better flow to the game here in the second quarter.
That's usually the case. I mean, it takes some time to gel with your teammates at the All-Star game.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for the West All-Stars, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Davis is out there with Durant. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Knight in at the two. That drops.
Right on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one. Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty. I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not
No.
at all.
I don't think the fans have a problem with it one bit. This is some crowd-pleasing action we've got going right now.
There's the bucket. Good. 10 points for Kyle Lowry.
That was a smart pass by Wade that time.
Knight dishes to Cousins. Yes, and Knight with the assist that time.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Lowry passes to Wade. They set the pick. Pick by Horford. Here's Clement. Going in from the wing. The Insanity's got 6. Clark, it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
You know, the chances, Kevin, of that happening are extremely slim.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line. And that sends Anthony Davis to the free throw line. That one on Horford. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Wade passes to Skinny. Here's Insanity.
DeRozan.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
On the wing, DeRozan. From the stripe. It's rebounded by the West.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Stolen. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Got that one up quick. DeRozan's got his first 2 points of the night.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Well, when you knock down jumpers like that, it opens everything else up as well.
So for the West, Anthony's checked in for Cousins. Harden comes in for Knight. And Curry subbed in for Chris Paul. Curry can't get it to go.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, you may not be as lucky next time down if you're the defense. You cannot allow him to get those kinds of looks.
Clement. Here's Skinny. The rim-round two-handed jam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Horford with the screen on Curry. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 9 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Over to the left wing. Clement. And it's good off the back rim and in. Insanity's got 6 points in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Here's Anthony. And that one is hammered home.
Let's call him a speed merchant. I mean, he was a blur going in for that throwdown.
The pass to Skinner. Here's Insanity, defended by Durant.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And here's the West with the ball. From deep, Harden gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Curry. It's good. The assist that time from Harden.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
A really good rebound and traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Wade kicks to DeRozan. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Durant for three. East grabs the miss. Skinny's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wade outside. Pass to Insanity. And Durant sends it back. Horford no up. Horford's gone 1 of 4 so far. That's good from Davis on the assist by Harden. 9 points for Davis.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And you can tell they're just a little out of sync. I think he just wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Yeah, I like this timeout, Greg. I think it's a good one because it looks like they need a minute to talk things through here.
Lopez is checked in for the East. Millsap comes in for Skinny.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
To the middle, here's Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 6 points for Steph Curry.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Millsap a screen. A wide open look here for DeRozan. That doesn't go either for DeRozan. And the West All-Stars have possession. Trailing by 19. The three. Curry with another miss. Curry against Wade. Dishes it to Millsap. Second shot opportunity. Anthony with the block. And he gets it back. And here's the West with the ball. Curry kicks to Anthony. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The West All-Stars shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And the East All-Stars with some changes. James checked in for Insanity. Speedy comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Paul George is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. Then for the West All-Stars, Gay comes in for Anthony Davis. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Steph Curry. Speedy the pass to Millsap, and he gets the bucket. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
And 2 teammates there hooking up on that bucket. Always a little bit of an advantage to have guys out there who know each other.
It sure is. I mean, it eliminates some of that getting to know you feeling out period.
And George, here we go. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Shake and bake with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
Got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
Millsap with the steal. Here's Speedy, covered by Anthony. Westbrook pulls it in. And it's the West All-Stars ball. It's Harden with the drive, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And that's now 7 points for James Harden. Harden's gone 50% so far. 2 of 4 shooting. Here's James. Here's Lopez. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
The baseline J. No luck.
His touch has disappeared. On him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
George with the ball. Harden picking him up. George passes to Speedy. From around Jay, and he gets the bucket. Speedy's got 10.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
Here's Westbrook. He dishes it to Gay, and it's sent back by George. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. The West also making some changes. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Durant. And the Monster's subbed in for James Harden. Here's the Monster. Sinks the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Speedy the pass to George. Lopez a screen on Gay. Here's George. Rebounded by Anthony. Westbrook kicks to Anthony. Here's Gay. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Got a piece of it. Here's the Monster. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And guys, how fun is it watching this fella just go to work?
Greg, it's not every point guard who can climb the ladder like he can.
Not at all.
Well, I tell you, I think his body control and concentration in the air are really unique.
The shot by Lowry, no good. Here's the Monster. He's got 12. Gay passes to the Monster. The 3 from Anthony. Count that one. Anthony's got 9 points.
How about the big fella stepping outside and showing us some range?
Well, he gets some grief for that shot in the regular game, but in this setting, you're allowed that kind of latitude and freedom.
And finished off by Westbrook.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunk's the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, you certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim wrecker.
Hey, Rudy.
32 seconds left in the first half. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistleblower.
It's been a solid outing for the Monster. 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Pau Gasol is checked in for the East. The West also making some changes. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Randolph. Damian Lillard comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Paul in for Russell Westbrook.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And then Cousins with the dunk.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just at the top to order, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
James with it. Gasol is screen on him. And LeBron James good for 3. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. East All-Stars lead by 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the first half of the All-Star game, and I would never try to speak for Shaq and Kenny.
Please don't.
But I have certainly been enjoying the action. Have you been enjoying the action, Shaq?
Are you looking at me, Ernie?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the action, Ernie. Very, very fun.
Yeah, this is a great first half. Can't wait for the second.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again at the horn.
return to the NBA All-Star Game. One half is in the books, and the second half about to begin.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
Insanity is out there with Skinny. Then there's Dwayne Wade. Then there's Horford. And it's Lowry in at the wall. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
He dishes it to Wade. They set the pick. Pass to Skinny. It's stolen by Davis. And now Curry running the floor all by himself. And it's blocked. And here's Lowry. Uncovered. And he hits the jump shot. 14 points for Insanity. Outside Curry. The feed to Anthony. Back to Curry. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. And that's now 11 points for Steph Curry.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Knocked away. Curry with the steal. Lays it in off the breakaway.
Well, they need those kinds of plays right now. I mean, smart defense generating some offense.
And really, Clark, that's the way you get yourself back into the game. He stops and then try to get out in transition for some easy.
Shot from 12. Shot misses. Now the West All-Stars the other way. There's the lob to the hoop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Lowry with the ball. And Curry picks him up defensively. Picked by Horford. Here's Skinny. Buries it from three-point range. Skinny's got 15 points.
Al Horford impeding the defense there with the solid screen.
Harden dishes to Anthony. The 19-foot shot, and a little luck that time, but it drops. And it's 9 points for James Harden.
A nice start to the second half. Just one miss in their first 5 attempts.
Lowry kicks to Wade. The pass to Insanity. The 15-footer, good. Insanity's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Curry outside. And it's D. Wade with the rebound. Wade's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Out left to the wing. Insanity the pass to Wade. It's stolen by Davis. And they're on the break. Rivers up. And Harden with the stop.
They definitely have the edge in those fast break points.
Greg, they sure have. I mean, maybe it hasn't helped put them in front, but they're clearly better off playing up-tempo basketball.
Timeout called East All-Stars.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Shot's good.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Harden kicks to Anthony. And it's tonight. Wade outside. Back to Lowry. Wade against Harden. A fader. Wade gets the bucket. Wade's got 11 points.
And that's definitely a shot that he has in his arsenal.
Here's Curry. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Lowry dishes to Wade. Here's Skinny. Off target with his 3. Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. 5 to shoot. Curry passes to Harden from about 19 feet. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Harden. 17 points for Steph Curry.
He's really stepped it up this quarter. Looks like he's determined to get them out of this hole all by himself.
Feeds it to Harden. On the wing, Davis. They set the screen. Pass to Harden. Kicks to Anthony. Soft touch off the glass. Anthony's got 11 points.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
Lowry kicks to Horford. Banked in off the glass. Horford's got his second basket.
The D on him has to be airtight, guys. You got to get into his airspace. And that was far from it.
Here's Curry with the 3, and it's good. That bucket takes him to 9 for 14.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Curry brings the double. Horford the pass to Insanity. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Curry kicks to Durant. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Lowry against Curry. Here's the dish to Wade. Puts it up from 12. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Anthony's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Davis, the pass to Durant. It's deflected. Now Lowry. He's got 10. Took him no time at all on that one. 20 points for Insanity. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Lowry has the open look. Hands it from downtown. Lowry's got 13.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Davis dishes to Curry. Anthony kicks to Harden. That 3 off the mark. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep.
Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Davis. 3-pointer. A shot by Lowry. No good.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
And the basket by Harden. 13 points in the game.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Passes it to Lowry. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Maintaining possession has been a challenge all game. I mean, now that's 6 points off those turnovers here just in this quarter.
Guys, no surprise their lead is evaporating. I mean, they've got to keep it simple. Just make the simple play.
The East making a switch. James is checked in. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony. Randolph comes in for Anthony Davis. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James Harden. And the Monsters subbed in for Curry.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's the Monster, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. 2 shots. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the East. Pau Gasol is checked in for Horford. Paul George comes in for Skinny. And Speedy subbed in for Dwayne Wade. So he gets them both.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
LeBron outside. Fires from deep. And yes, sir, that one counts. James has got 10 points in the game.
Just just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Picked by Randolph. Here's the monster. And he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
And the shot is good. And that's 15 points for Speedy. And the West All-Stars have possession. Down by 12. Left side, Westbrook. Randolph passes to Cousins. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
Yeah, it sure has been the case. I mean, turnovers are like missing breakfast. Eventually, it's going to cost you.
Well, I've always thought that it was good to maybe miss a breakfast or two, but that's another story. Anyhow, you can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of them.
They grabbed their own miss. And finish off by Gasol.
A few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Those putback jams sting, don't they, my goodness?
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
The drive by Lowry. And he gets that one to go off the front line. Lowry's got 5 points in the quarter.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Good. Lowry's got 17 now.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Speedy. He's covered by Randolph. Gasol. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Gasol's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, it's just a smart shot, taking advantage of the miss. And how about all these dunks? I mean, this game's been a complete crowd pleaser, no doubt.
I know, I'm loving it. These players are really strutting their stuff tonight. Showtime!
Stolen by Westbrook. To the inside. The monster passes to Randall. And it comes off the front of the rim.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Westbrook kicks to Durant, and Durant gets double-teamed. To the paint, it's deflected. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Down low, here's George, and he banks in the layup. George has got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's the monster. Takes a three. Monumental buzzer beater!
What a thrilling shot for one team and a heartbreaker for the other.
Simply fantastic. Cool as they come. Even keel and flatline that one.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. East All-Stars up on top, leading by 14. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star game, is there?
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Anthony is out there with Davis. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Harden in at the 3. Wasted no time on that one. 22 points for insanity.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Anthony, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
What a night so far for Anthony. He's got 11 points and 2 blocks. He's piling up the rejections to go along with the tremendous work he's done on the glass.
It's been about the paint and the way he's been able to control it all game long.
And he can't get the first one. hits the second from the line. Lowry with the ball. He kicks to Wade. Goes up on the wing. Good.
I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
Paul dishes to Davis. Kicks it out to Paul. It's Curry with the drive. On the wing, Harden. He feeds it to Anthony. Harden the pass to Anthony. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those, this lead will start shrinking even further.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
It's stolen by Curry, and Curry with the clear path to the hoop. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get, and then the one you allow the opponent to get.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, it's been really sloppy out there.
Yeah, focus. Just make the simple play.
Shot off the screen, and that one's good. 24 points for insanity.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Wade against Paul. Dishes it to Davis. 6 to shoot. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel. He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half.
And now that's what these people came to see, just punishing the rim.
Boy, that was tremendous. That one would be worth some points in the dunk contest. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Timeout called. East All-Stars.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. And I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
To the west. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Anthony. Gay comes in for James Harden. Knight's checked in for Paul. And Lillard subbed in for Curry. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Pass to Wade. Double teamed on Wade. Here's Skinny. The 3-pointer no good. Skinny's gone just 1 of 4 from deep. And Lillard kicks to Knight. Second chance shot, and Lillard lays it up and in.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Lowry drawing the double team. Here's Horford. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Lillard dishes to Cousins. Soft touch off the glass.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And there's the pass to Skinny. Picked by Horford. Passes to Insanity. Just 5 to shoot. The East All-Stars need to get another shot.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throw down.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Lillard, the pass to Cousins. Lets the 3 fly. Kicks it out to Gay. Goes back up. Rebound by the East All-Stars. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Wade. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, Dwayne Wade in this one, 13 points and 9 assists. He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And I like the fact that one has really fed into the other.
Both free throws good from Wade.
Well, the All-Star game here in Toronto, Ontario, the culmination of just over 2 decades of basketball here in Canada. A really big moment for the city and the country as well.
Offensive rebound. And Cousins throws it down.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this league.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need, Kevin. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
And what a great city Toronto is. One of the biggest metropolitan areas in all of North America. Great place, Greg, to have this year's All-Star game.
And Kevin, the timing couldn't have been better for the city of Toronto. The Raptors are coming off back-to-back postseason appearances. Basketball is on the rise here up in Canada.
The shot by Wade, no good. And here is Cousins. Knight on the wing. Lillard outside. Back to Knight. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Knight's got it back down to within single digits for the West All-Stars. Lowry passes to Skinny. He dishes it to Horford. Swings it from 17 feet out. Horford's got 12 points in just the second half.
He is starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
The feed to Cousins. Lillard from outside. Horford with the rebound. Horford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Clement. Kicks it to Lowry. Inside. Goes up with a stripe. The rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Davis has got 3 rebounds now in this one. And finished off by Kay.
Maybe that'll ignite. I mean, impossible not to get pumped up after that. At least I think that would be the case.
Well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys at the bench. They are. Look at them. They are pumped up.
Yeah, they're geeking.
And that's what the alley-oops guys will do for your team.
And that one's good. 26 points for Insanity.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Feeds to Lowry. And it's Wade in the corner. To the wing right side. Wide open. Connects. The jumper drops. And that's now 21 points for Skinny.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And Cousins gets it to go.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Wade left side. That one off the back iron and out.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
They bucket in no time at all.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. James is checked in. Then for the West All-Stars, Anthony's checked in for Cousins. Durant comes in for Davis, and the Monsters subbed in for Rudy Gay. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. Steph Curry's checked in for night. And the West All-Stars have possession. 11-point game. And Lillard gets to Durant. Lillard dishes to Anthony. From 6 feet. And he drops after rolling around the rim. Anthony's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't need it. Sounds like good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting. I hope he didn't hurt his neck, because that was one nasty, nasty head fake.
Well, the defender bought that move, hook, line, and sinker.
The whole thing. He may have given him a little pat on the back as he went sailing by.
Pass to the Monster. Inside, and stolen by Horford. Here's Skinny. No good. Nice D from Durant. Outside Curry. From deep. The shot is off. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. A shot by Lowry, no good.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that one.
And this has been a comedy of errors. I mean, you can just add another one to the list.
And here's the East, leading by 12. Picked by Horford. It's LeBron with the drive. And he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him.
What a performance. Just look at the game for Skinny. He's got 12 rebounds and a pair of blocks to go along with those.
And he's been standing tall when they've needed. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the final quarter. And Durant, here we go. The Monster. LeBron with some nice D. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
Simply need to just stay the course, Kevin. That's it.
It's been a good course so far.
Yep.
And he makes good on the way.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking points.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
The wide open look here for Anthony. A three-pointer is right on target. Anthony's got 10 points in just the second half. Here are the East All-Stars. Outside Lowry. Throws it up high. Deflects the pass. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. 6 down, the breakaway slam.
The offense has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Yeah, I think it may be, Greg. At least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively. Too bad. I think it's past the point where it'll do much good.
Curry with the steal. Lillard the pass to the Monster. The lead now cut to single digits.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
It's the first that will push the lead to double digits. Big group substitution here for the East. Okafor's checked in. Lopez comes in for Skinny. Paul Millsap's checked in for James. And it's DeRozan in for Dwayne Wade.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Here's the Monster. Yep, right through the net.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Got a piece of it. Curry with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's the monster. And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
So the East All-Stars win it.
And for the Eastern Conference, they scored a victory on their home turf here in Toronto. That runs their all-time record in the All-Star game to 38-27. The West has a long way to go, guys, to catch up.
It's going to take a while, you're right. Well, as always, we've had a blast bringing this game to you, the special moments from All-Star 2016. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. For Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, I'm Kevin Harlan saying so long. Good night, everyone, from Toronto.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And this year's All-Star Game, another classic in a long history of tremendous All-Star games. And we've got some highlights to show you of one performer tonight who stood out, earning the honors of All-Star Game MVP.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
Well, he had fun out there. He also didn't shy away from putting on that flash and pizzazz to make the highlights. I thought he gave the fans a gutsy performance. All the celebrities stopped looking at me and started waving at him. He had a couple of good candidates, but he deserved it.
And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second half of the season.